Hey, before we get into this episode, have you seen that my new book is out? It's called Stop Selling and Help Them Buy Weddings and Events. And it's a book that you helped me write because you would ask me at a conference, which of your books has what you just spoke about on stage? And if it wasn't in any of my books, I'd say it's in the next one. Well, here it is. Here's the next one. How to respond to reviews. What if you don't like doing sales? The 3 questions to ask every prospect, or they can't ask for what they don't know exists. These are just some of the chapters in there. And the beauty is you don't have to read it front to back. You can jump around to any chapter, kind of like my other book, Wit, Wisdom, and the Business of Weddings, where you can jump to any chapter because they're not necessarily connected to one another. And if you want to get free shipping on a paperback copy, go to shopalanberg.com and use the coupon code podcast. That's shopalanberg.com. Use the coupon code podcast. Get free shipping on me. Otherwise, it's on Audible. It's on Kindle. And if you go to podcast.allenberg.com, the links are all there as well. Thanks. Don't try to be the best you can ever be. Listen to this episode, see where I'm going with this. Welcome to another episode of the Wedding Business Solutions Podcast. I'm your host, Allen Berg. I'm a speaker, author, sales trainer, website reviewer, and I help businesses like yours sell more, profit more, and have more fun doing it. Enjoy this episode. Hi, it's Allen Berg. Welcome back to another episode of the Wedding Business Solutions Podcast. This is a phrase that I've used in some of my books. I've used it when I'm speaking, and I use it. It's actually my personal philosophy, which is that I don't ever want to be the best that I can ever be at anything. Now, that might sound a little strange, but it's because I want to be the best I've ever been every time, meaning next time is better, next time is better, next time is better. Now, some people have not understood this when I first said it because it sounds a little bit weird saying you don't want to be the best you can ever be. Be all that you can be. What was that, the Army or whatever they were doing on that? So the reason I'm saying this is I am motivated by the fact that I can always be better. Whatever it is that I'm doing, whether it's in my personal life, whether it's in business, whether it's in sports, whether it's in my learning language, whatever it is, I can be better than the last time. And I've always said, if I ever give the best speech I can ever give, it'll be the last one I ever give. Right? I'm not seeking perfection. Those of you that have read my book, Your Attitude for Success, or have seen me present on that topic, know that I did Taekwondo. I've done martial arts. And I was surprised that we weren't trying to do the perfect punch or the perfect kick. And the master explained to us that we're trying to do it better than we did the last time. Not better than the other person, better than yourself. And that's part of the mental training of martial arts, but this is the inner drive, which is I can always be better. So yes, I'm trying to do the best I've ever done every time, but not the best I can ever do. So what I'm really looking for you to get out of this is to think about, can you be better at whatever it is you're trying to improve? As of the recording of this, I had recently put out on social media that I had crossed 1,000 days on Duolingo of doing French lessons. And the point of it was not to brag. The point of it actually said, what are you trying to be better at? And if you're trying to be better at anything, it's not that I'm better at language. It's that 1,000 days in a row, I did at least one French lesson. Am I fluent? No, I'm fluent in Spanish, but I've also been doing that for years. I started, 10 years ago, learning Spanish. So the fact that I'm fluent now, and believe me, I'm not perfect in it. I don't think my English is perfect either, but I'm better than I was. And I do some Spanish lessons as well, just to keep myself sharp. But what I'm saying here is, whatever you do, can you do a wedding better than you did last week, last month, last year? The answer is yes. Can you be a better partner? Can you be a better husband, wife, father, mother, son, daughter, boss, employee, friend? Can you be better than you were at anything? And the answer is yes, but it takes intention to do that. So again, I don't want to be the best I can ever be at anything, but I want to try to improve every time so that I'm better than I was the last time. We always should be learning from the things that go wrong. I gave a speech the other day in the UK, and there was a line that I used actually in the UK a few weeks before, and it got a good reaction from the audience. And this got nothing, nothing. And I was like, whoa, I'm sorry. No, I did it in Ireland. It got no reaction. It was in the UK that it got a reaction. In the States, it did. I'm thinking, whoa, okay, so what did I learn from that? That's the key. I'm not blaming the audience. I'm blaming me for not understanding that this audience wouldn't relate to that. And I learned from that. So will I use that same line again? Yes. Will I use it in Ireland? No, because it didn't get a reaction. But that doesn't mean that it negated what happened in the States or what happened in the UK. So what are we learning every time? Athletes, what are you learning every time that you get up to bat, or that you're on the ice, or that you're dancing, or that you're whatever it is you do? What are you learning to be better? Are you learning to be better every time you do Wordle or a crossword puzzle or reading a bedtime story, right? What can you be better at? And I think if we just keep in mind that we can always be better, and that we always want to be better, not that we take for granted, because that's the difference between confidence and being cocky and arrogant, right? Cocky and arrogant didn't do the work. Confident is because of the work that you did, that you know you can do it and you can do it better. And I think that's really what I'm trying to get out of this, is for you to understand, think about something the next time you do it, and are you intentionally trying to be better than you were the last time, every time, so that you're never the best you can ever be, but you're always the best you've ever been. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Wedding Business Solutions podcast. If you liked it, please subscribe to this channel and post a review on your chosen platform, Apple Podcasts or whichever one. If you have any questions about anything in this episode or any of my episodes, email me directly at alan@weddingbusinesssolutions.com or visit my website, alanberg.com. alanberg.com. If you have any suggestions for future topics or guests that you'd like to see, please again email me or visit my website. Thanks for listening.